Okay, so this is Natalie, who's just finished the Complete Permanent Makeup Startup course with Katy here at the Training Academy. So Natalie, we worked on lips today, didn't we?
Yes.
So how did you actually find working on a real person with the lip procedure?
Yeah, it was great. So I used a dummy this morning, which I thought, oh, this is going to be a bit hard because obviously it's very hard skin on the dummy, but actually working on a live person, the lip treatment really combines all of the things that I've learned already this week. So actually it was good and the model was great. So if I was going maybe a little bit too deep with the needle, she told me, and actually I could see it on the surface of the lips. But yeah, it's quite easy to pick up, and it just really combines all the other techniques I've learned throughout the rest of the week. So it's good.
Excellent. Well, that's good then. So how did you actually find the training overall, like the actual experience and like Kate's training techniques? Because you were mentioning earlier about the manual corresponding exactly with the way that you did it.
No, it's brilliant. I've got the new manual for 2015, and it goes into a lot of detail with the step-by-step procedures, which obviously when you're reading it before and remembering that I'm not from a beauty background.
Exactly. In fact, what did you do again?
I was a marketing director.
A marketing director, so completely different.
Yeah, exactly. Completely different kind of office job, and I've worked in marketing all of my life, so it's a complete career change for me.
Yeah.
So kind of reading up before, you get to understand things, and obviously I did a lot of study before, but actually when you're doing the live thing, the thing I was scared about was actually probably eyeliner, because it's just so close to the eye, but actually that's probably the easiest treatment for
because actually did that yesterday. We didn't get a chance to speak to them because we finished a bit late.
Yeah, so but yeah, it was brilliant. So the manual goes through all of the step-by-step procedures for each treatment, so you can kind of understand it, but actually once you've done it, then it really kind of brings it all together. And what I'm going to do now is just take all of my notes and put that alongside the manual as well. Yeah. Because obviously where you're doing a lot of the practical stuff as well, it's hard to take a note on every single thing that you're doing. So what I'm trying to do is take the notes whilst I've been going through the process as well, and then I'll just literally add it into the manual as well. But the manual's brilliant because it's got all the drawings as well, and even kind of how you pinch the skin and hold the face and things. That was great.
Excellent. So yeah, I suppose it's quite good as a reference point to be able to go back to, especially.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I'm thinking already in my studio I'm going to have my trolley there and my manual at the bottom there, just
excellent.
so that I can refer
hidden away,
to that.
quickly flick through.
Exactly.
Excellent. So that's good then. And how did you actually find the whole week overall then? Do you feel like, I know it's quite a long week, although it's only 4 full days, obviously got a 5th day to come in the future. Did you find that you've sort of now confident enough to go ahead and start on your first clients?
And I think you have got to throw yourself in as well, but I've been able to work on 3 people this week, which has been great. So I'm confident that I'm going to be able to go away and do treatments for people, which is great. I think probably when I came onto the course I was hoping that I would go away feeling like this, but I'd seen all the other videos of people, and that's what made me confident really. And I think you do need to have that confidence, because otherwise you'll just feel daunted and you won't get started. But I'm not worried about actually doing treatments on people, because I've learned everything I need to learn for that level to start out at, and then hopefully I'll be able to do the advanced very soon as well.
Excellent, brilliant. Yeah, because I mean I know every training company has its different sort of ways of training, and some companies get lots and lots of different models in, and you spend very short time with each of them. Whereas we do it slightly different way, where we charge sort of some of the top end prices for treatments itself, like Katy does, but there was a reason before that. Reason because of that, and that is basically because we spend a lot more time with clients and also with the students to make sure they know exactly what they're doing and do a lot of theory and practicing beforehand. So did you find, even though you only did like a few clients, I suppose, as such yourself, that was enough to actually be confident because you knew exactly what you were going to do, I suppose?
Yeah, I mean I think the best bit was for every client Katy shows you, and then she does some of the work as well, and then she says, actually I've just done this bit, you do exactly the same, but maybe if it was a lip she'd maybe do the upper and then I'd do the lower lip. So it's great because you can get to see it and then you actually do it, which is far less daunting than just literally kind of just doing it.
In at the deep
and obviously
end.
It's still a person, you're doing their face at the end of the day. So it's really great the way it works, and the way that Kate explains it all as well is very and not patronising at all either. I mean I know nothing, but you don't, sometimes you can do training and you can feel like it is a bit too too basic almost, but this is great because she goes into the detail but also tells you why.
Yeah.
And then also if you are doing something slightly wrong, she'll tell you, but again, it's not in a patronising...
Yeah, just explain why, because obviously you're new at it, and you're going to do things a little bit differently or wrong sometimes. And did you find that the one-on-one training helped? Because I know it was one of the reasons you trained here. Do you think it would have been different if you were sort of in a big group?
Personally, for me, again, I think because it's a complete career change, and I think even if you've got maybe a beauty background, doing permanent makeup is completely different to anything that you will ever do. And I don't think you can really compare it to just doing, you know, makeup on somebody. It's just completely different because it's taken into consideration all the skin tones and the type of skin, the age of the client, etc., etc. And every single person is completely different. Yeah. So for me, that's exactly the perfect way to learn something. And what put me off other training companies and some of the Harley Street based ones is that I know that I'm not going to train with the top person. I'm probably going to train with one of their colleagues or maybe even a technician, which put me off because for me, again, because it was such a big gamble going from a high-paying job into this, which I'm hoping, you know, I'll be able to earn a similar kind of money. I've already got good demand for my models, which is a good sign.
Actually, on that note, obviously you've just finished the course now, so when is your first models booked in?
Monday, so I'm doing consultations tomorrow.
Right, okay.
I'd already booked them in pre-training.
Brilliant, okay.
I am a bit of a perfectionist, so I think people that know me well know that that's what I'm like.
So do you know how many sort of people you've got lined up or potential clients?
I've got about 18 lined up, but actually just this week I've had about 5 more inquiries as well.
Right, so you've got like over 20, so that's sort of all your case studies plus more already lined up.
And actually some of those people are actually full-paying clients as well. They're not people that I've ever met before. They're people that have found me on my Facebook page already where I've already set it up. Yeah. And one was a referral from a friend. Again, she knows I've only just started out, but she's interested in having her lips done, and she's already been to a top Harley Street person. Yeah. Which is great. So
excellent. And why do you think that is then? Because obviously people having the confidence to pay the sort of normal rates for you, knowing you're quite new at it. Do you think is there any particular reason why that is? Because obviously you've got ahead and you've got your website, you've got your Facebook page and everything set up. Was there any sort of main selling points you sort of had on it?
I think I've done a lot of pre-promotions. I've talked to a lot of people. Fortunately, because I've been on garden leave for 3 months. Yeah. I've been able to promote myself a lot to people and tell them that I've been doing the makeup. And people are very interested in having it done, and actually people that were maybe a little bit scared or thinking, oh, I'm not sure, do I want something done, now that they've actually seen the pictures and also some of the advertising.
Because you've been uploading them each day as well, haven't you, I think, to show people what you've been doing. And also have you been able to sort of inform them where you're training so they can research, obviously, where you're training in that as well?
Yes, I have, I mean, the selling point for me is telling people that I'm training with Katy. Yeah. And that if she's not the top permanent makeup artist in the UK, she is one of the top artists in the UK. So that, I think, is a big selling point, because when you're training one-to-one with that person, then I mean, that's huge.
And in fact, on that note, we've actually just launched recently, we've just developed a new marketing point for all our students that do come in training, where we actually do give you a very good professional I trained one-on-one with industry expert Katy Jobbins logo, which obviously we'll be sending to you shortly. So hopefully that'll be useful for you.
I'll upload that straight away. Please send it tonight.
Okay, excellent. We'll make sure we get that one over to you as soon as we can. And, you know, wish you all the best for your models and case studies. So I'm sure you're going to be busy. And you're actually going to be back for your lips next week as well?
Yes, I am, I'm coming in as a model next week for my lips, so I look forward to seeing you guys again then. But thank you very much. It's been a great week, and I couldn't have asked for any more really in terms of the training and the support, so thank you.
Excellent, and may it continue as well.
Thank you.
Excellent. Take care, Natalie. Thanks for that.